about to leave, already packing, come with me, I'm not really
As the owner of 2 salons, I've had my share of interviews, and what I've come to realize is that the vast majority of people do not have a clue of how to apply for the job they want. So I've come up with a list of the top 10 things you need to do to successfully apply and get the job that you want. Tip number 1, actually research the company that you're applying to work for. Read the job posting, not just the title, not just the bullet points, but read the entire posting from start to finish. So many people miss this simple step and end up making giant mistakes in the process. If you don't read the job posting in full and send an employer information that is either entirely irrelevant or has nothing to do with the position whatsoever, you're not only wasting the employer's time, but you're wasting your own. Tip number 2, say hello. I can't even tell you how many emails I've received where people don't even say hello in the greeting. This is just common sense. Say hello, use a proper greeting, and please spell the contact person's name right. When someone applies for a job and doesn't even say hello in the greeting, it makes me feel like, 1, they really don't care about the position, and they haven't even taken the time to tell me who they are or what they're all about. Tip number 3, respond to the potential employer in a timely manner and only via the channel of communication that they have specified. If they want you to email them, don't text them. If they want you to call them, don't Facebook message them. And whatever you do, do not bombard them on all forms of social media. Chances are, whoever your employer is a busy person and doesn't want 5 messages on 5 different platforms. Oh my gosh, if somebody spams me on all accounts, I'm just like, you are so desperate for this job. I feel bad for you. I don't want desperate employees. I want excited employees, but I don't want somebody that is like desperate and messaging me all hours of the night on like my Instagram, my Facebook, like both my Instagram accounts, email, texting me, like please just chill. That completely feeds back into tip number 1, which is read the entire posting, which probably in the posting somewhere the employer has said, email me. Tip number 4, and possibly the most important tip of all, clean up your social media. If somebody applies for a job with me, the first thing I do after I read their resume is I go to their social media and I see what they're all about. Like, clean up your social media. I know you have boobs. I don't want to see them. It doesn't matter what you do on your own time, but any potential employer can see whatever you put out there unless you make it private. Tip number 5, if you get an interview, show up. Sounds simple, right? A lot of people don't even do that. So show up and show up early. Time management is key. Make sure you plan for lots of time to know where the interview is and get there before it starts. Oh, when they come there and they're eagerly waiting, I'm so stoked. But if they just don't show up, I feel angry and crushed. Oh, tip number 6. Tip number 6, dress to impress. If you're applying for a job as a hairstylist, do your hair. Dress like you want the job, not like you just rolled out of bed, even if you did. Tip number 7, when sending out your resume, start with a brief message. Make sure you use spellcheck and actually attach your cover letter and resume. One person sent me an email 3 times before they actually remembered to attach the resume and cover letter. So just don't do it. Tip number 8, when you finally gotten the interview for your dream job, never, ever, ever swear in the interview. Even if, for whatever reason, the employer uses a swear word, by no means should you use one as well. Keep it professional, just don't do it. In an interview, you're probably going to get asked why you're leaving your previous job. Even if your old boss was terrible, try and speak about it in the most positive manner possible. Tip number 9. Tip number 9. Next step in the interview is come prepared with questions. At the end of the interview, you're most likely going to get asked if you have any questions. Make sure that they're meaningful questions, not just when your breaks are or when vacation time is. If somebody only asks me questions regarding when they cannot work, it comes across as lazy. Yes, those are valid points, but ask me something a little bit more interesting than that. And tip number 10, to finish off your interview, make sure that you thank them for the opportunity and give them a good, strong handshake. No one likes one of these. So these are your 10 tips for how to apply for and get your dream job. Please subscribe and share this video with anyone you might know who's applying for jobs right now. And leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your success stories. Sorry. I was so good until the end. But I got time for that. Tip number 3. I forget tip number 3. Damn it. Where should I start? Just bounce it. Just come prepared with questions. Oh, I just got distracted.